Assaults against children is a serious problem, according to the Texas Children's Advocacy Center. 185 Texas children will be victims of abuse today alone. In 1 year, more than 65,000 cases of child abuse were confirmed in Texas. 1 in 4 girls is sexually abused before her 18th birthday, and 1 in 6 boys is sexually abused before his 18th birthday. So we wanted to find out the number of abuse cases of children with autism. Ardina Herrera Garza is in the studio with more on what she found.
Carrie, no numbers exist. We researched, called several state, local, and federal agencies, and got the same answer. No database tracks any type of assaults, physical or sexual, specifically for children with autism. But we do know it happens. For that reason, we feel it's important to show you what's being done to teach children with autism personal safety so they don't become victims. Every parent wants their kids to be happy, healthy, and safe. For parents of children with autism, that can be more challenging.
I was told he'll never talk. He will never be able to live on his own. He'll always need to be medicated. And, you know, that's it. Just take him home. It was devastating.
Leti Padilla's son Gerardo was 2 when he was diagnosed with autism.
At first, I was in denial. No, he's going to be fine. You know, the doctor doesn't know what he's talking about.
She says from that moment on, their lives changed. Lots of therapy and learning followed. Leti tells us one of her biggest concerns was Gerardo's personal safety.
What if somebody does something to him? He can't talk to me. He can't tell me. How are we going to keep him safe?
She turned to support groups, organizations, and schools for help. She attended autism workshops like this one at the Region 1 Education Service Center for parents and educators. Here, they're learning strategies and techniques that'll help them better instruct kids in a way they can understand. Some of these are social skills training, role-playing, writing lessons about safe and unsafe situations, and using pictures. These learning tools provide children with autism a way to communicate. We sat down with Weslaco ISD licensed specialist in school psychology, Abby Munoz. She explains when teaching kids with autism, the message has to be simple, direct, and short. Repeating it drives the message home. Pictures are especially helpful for those kids who are nonverbal.
They have a series of pictures that can depict pain, it can depict feelings, it can depict wants, needs. So if a child is unable to verbally communicate, they can still communicate in other ways with the pictures, so they can hand the picture to mom, dad, or the teacher.
Pictures like these, a child can point to it, letting mom and dad know they're frightened or something is wrong.
Parents really are the first line of defense for the protection of their children.
Munoz tells us the earlier parents start teaching personal safety, the better.
Parents need to create boundaries. Physical boundaries, you can't leave the front yard. No one can be touching you in this boundary area, in this boundary. So boundaries are very important.
She shows us this picture, which explains good touching and bad touching. The areas highlighted in red are off limits. And for parents like Leti, she used what she learned and created her own lessons.
If he's going to have to rely on someone to bathe him, then that increases the chance of someone violating him.
She created a step-by-step guide of what to do in the shower.
I put numbers next to it so that I could call and ask him, okay, what number are you on? And it was like 10 steps. And depending on what number he was on, I knew what he was doing. So I didn't have to physically go in there to check on him.
The experts say going over simple drills also helps children handle any dangerous situation that comes their way.
Pop quiz them in the car on their way to school. What if so-and-so happens? And what if someone tells you to do this? What if someone touches you here? What do you do?
Munoz adds, breaking the message down into simple steps also helps.
1 step, yell no. Number 2, run away. Number 3, go ask for help.
Educators say each of these steps will help protect all children. Leti Padilla agrees. She tells us everything she's learned gives her some comfort and some peace of mind. Today, her son Gerardo is 22. He talks, makes his own bed, and even does the dishes. Parents and educators agree no guarantees exist when it comes to keeping a child safe. Knowing these skills will better prepare them to handle any situation that comes their way. Dina Herrera Garza, Channel 5 News at 6.
And you can learn all these personal safety techniques and strategies by calling your school district. Ask to be connected to the special education department to find out what assistance they can provide. Well, week 1 of Heart of the Valley, the Invisible Autism and Special Needs is nearly over. Next week, our coverage will focus on special needs. If you missed any of our stories this week on autism, they are all online right now. Just click on the Heart of the Valley banner on the homepage at krgv.com.